Good morning, guys. Can you hear me? All right, great. Very good. We have another gap up in the markets, which is good because I think I would like to build a little bit of a short position in one of the bigger ETFs. If we take out the opening range lows, I'm going to short. I think I'm gonna do Soxol. I'll keep my TQQ. I'm gonna raise my stop on it though. But I want to go short. I don't know, Soxol or maybe SPXL opening range lows. And W is of course gapping down with the markets gapping up. Like, why couldn't W go to 72 yesterday intraday? Why? For those of you who read my blog post, super annoying. Yes, låt oss tjäna lite pengar. Låt oss tjäna mycket pengar. Exactly. I love trading. Great. Tal had some... man, these China companies, you can't trust any of these. I know Muddy Waters had a hit piece on this thing back in 2018 at 45 bucks-ish. The stock ended going down about 55% in the next 6 months after it hit it on the short side. But then it tripled after it bottomed. And now the company admitted they had some accounting issues. Yeah, gap up on W would have been epic, like 80 plus. Yeah. Tough trader. Let's see if we can bounce intraday. Get back to $75 area. We'll see. I have a lot of stocks on my watch list, but they're all pretty much, like, everything is trading the same. You could just trade SPXL or TQQ. Yeah, ETHE? You mean EHTH is the one you mean. They, yeah, Muddy Waters is here. Yeah, this is the correct market to... Because there is a little bit of fear and uncertainty and doubt and stuff like that. Like, you know, when the market is in a bull run, unless you have some really, really big scoop on it, like total fraud, you know, hit pieces don't work because people don't care. If you have a market like this or like this, you know, people ignore bad news or this. But this is the exact right market for hit pieces, because, you know, people and funds, they sell first and ask questions later. But when times are good, people really don't give a shit. They buy first and ask questions later. So I think there's gonna be a lot of hit pieces from these Citron and Muddy Waters and Aurelius Value and Prescience Point, all of these firms, because they've been working pretty well. Yeah, no, sorry. NVAX had some PR to say, yeah, it's working. I have only 20,000 small shares, unfortunately. I should have bought twice as many, but it's working. On the other hand, I got stopped out of mRNA yesterday. I got stopped out like 31 of, like, yeah, close to the lows of the day. My last sales were not many pennies from the lows of the day, because it was a little bit annoying. It took out the intraday or the lows it established in the morning, and it undercut it by like 7 cents. So I got stopped out on that. Very annoying. But it still bounced off the rising 10-day. I also sold Tencent because I did not like the weak close. It did close above the rising 10-day, but I just didn't like the close. I did keep JD. It closed much better. It was up on the day, while Tencent was down on the day. Now, obviously, those are China names, so they probably have some accounting issues too. Okay, the markets are gonna open in 1 sec. VIR, yeah. These Corona stocks haven't had any. They haven't had any momentum in a while. Let's see if W can bounce back to $75, $76 area. And Soxul, I'm gonna try some on the short side. If it takes out the opening range lows. I want to see if this W get rejected in the $75, $76 area. Acre. Yeah. Yeah, I missed a big trade on Acre yesterday. I had 50,000 shares located, and yeah, there could have been a 6-figure trade yesterday. Okay, W is bouncing nicely so far. Very good. Let's see, Soxul. I also bought some Tilray. W did get rejected so far. What's this MBRX? EHTH is right at the 200 day. See if they can break it or if it's gonna bounce. APT is not holding its gap so far. TADL is still holding this little uptrend. I shorted some Soxel. I also got a tiny bit filled on W. Going to use the highs of the day as my stop. And if it breaks lows later in the day, I may short. This thing could easily go to $70 today. Especially if the market's crap. Raising my stop on NVAX too. Yeah. The chart on APT doesn't look great. I'm not a fan. Zoom bounced perfectly off its rising 50-day a few sessions ago. This Cheesecake Factory is on a bear market or bear flag watch. I think in a few sessions, maybe if it starts breaking the $16 area, this thing could go to sub 10 on the next leg lower. Nope. And they are also not paying a rent on their locations. The CEO wrote an open letter that they're not gonna pay any rent 1st of April. Oh wait, W? I'm gonna get stopped out of my starter. Yeah, this thing is too strong. I'm gonna put it on ignore. It's just showing. It had an annoying gap down, obviously, but now it's showing relative strength again. It's just super annoying. Okay, I got stopped out of W. It's going on ignore. Unless it goes to like $90, this thing is gonna be a total ignore. I'm tired of W. I really don't see many individual trades right now. Everything is trading with the markets. If the market goes up, all of these names go up, and if it goes down, all these names go down. The only individual name I have for today is this Tilray, obviously. Has a great looking chart with higher lows over the past 4 days. I was long this thing a few weeks ago when it perked off this bottom. I got I made over 200% on it at one point. We'll see if it can get any momentum this time around. Probably not. It's probably gonna stop me out. Did I get stopped out of Tilray? Yeah, I got stopped out. Didn't get the momentum this time around. I'm gonna tighten up my stop on this Livongo. If it closes below this low 32 area, I'm gonna get out of it, even if it doesn't stop me out completely. I'll just sell it. I'll do the same thing with JD. I just don't trust this market at all. I think we are gonna pull back to the declining 20-day in the major indices. EHTH is so far bouncing off the rising 200-day moving average. These hit P stocks. Okay, markets are taking out the lows. This Total has a range break to the downside on the 60-minute chart. I think there could be a trade there potentially. It's also losing the rising 10-day. I'll build a small swing here on the short side. I'm only gonna hold it overnight if it closes weak. I did a starter on this Total 20,000 shares. It right now held this little white line on the 60-minute chart. This is if it takes out that later in the day, I may add more. Right now I have a starter. And other than this, I really don't see many ideas. Soxul had an entry, or TQQ, SPXL, any of these had entry opening range lows. So I think the markets will pull back in the short term, but who knows? This kind of environment, gotta keep the size low and stops tight. TAL looks like it took out lows. I don't really have conviction on anything right now. Oh, Tilray looks like it shook me out. That's annoying. Yeah. Medical care stock. Only problem with this is it's incredibly thin. But yeah, it is strong. These mortgage names are all up quite a bit. Shorting Lyft. Yeah, taking out the opening range lows ish. No, it's too strong. It's showing relative strength. There's no point. There's no point. There's so many better names to short. Like, look at my watch list. All of these names are better shorts than W. Or most of these, at least. Probably. Only way I'm gonna short W is if it goes... if it starts showing some relative weakness to the market. Like, let's say the markets go higher and W is not going higher and starts kind of building lower highs. And then takes out the range to the downside late in the day. Total is about to take out lows of the day again. Yeah, relative strength and relative weakness. Those are my some of my core concept. That is correct. No, the entry was earlier. Now it's just the chase. Maybe if we can push back to VWAP and fail there. But right now there's some heavy selling. I think this thing goes back to sub 45 or something. I don't know. But no, not here. This is a chase. Shorting it here. I really don't see much. I don't think I'm gonna trade more today. I have some good entries on some things. I'm happy with my total entries. I'm happy with my Soxul entries. Took a loss on W starter, took a loss on Tilray. NVAX, I raised my stop. Pen is not really doing much. TQQ. Obviously, TQQ and Soxul are pretty much the same thing. They are triple. Well, TQQ is triple Nasdaq 100 ETF, and Soxul is the triple semiconductor ETF. So I'm long one and short the other, but I have different time frames for these. TQQ is more of a longer term play, while Soxul is gonna be over the next 2-3 sessions. TQQ I'm willing to hold for months, as long as it doesn't stop me out. JD looks okay, I guess, and Livongo looks okay. I'm gonna write some blog posts. I'm gonna spend the day writing blog posts to my new blog, or at least prepare some blog posts. I think I'm gonna post. I'm gonna try to post like every day or every other day. TQQ. I just raised the stop to 47.71. It's pretty much break even, almost break even. All right, I'm going to cut the stream now. Good luck trading, and I'll see you tomorrow.